I got your wig, ho. Ha ha. You're mad, Miss Wigiana. Hello and welcome to another Real Housewives of New Jersey edit. This video will contain inserted clips to further explain certain situations, and so I don't get copyrighted, stricken, written, you know what I mean. My video snatched down for copywritten material. Anyways, you can always watch the videos, or the full episodes on bravo.com for free. Again, I love you down, but you can always watch the episodes for free at bravo.com. Thank you.
So what did Laura say to you that you cannot say? Now I want to know. What is it?
I can't say.
This woman was trying to get in touch with us for months. She was DMing me. I don't follow her. I didn't see her DM. She went to her stylist, who is Teresa's stylist, got the message to Teresa. Teresa called me. She came to my house. This woman told us that we needed to hear what she had to say. This is not us going digging. This is her coming to us.
I can't say.
But you said a bunch of other You said everything else.
Well, because that stuff is petty and there's a family involved. And something very similar was done to me last year, and it did end up being true. So I don't want to be a hypocrite and do something to somebody that's almost extremely similar to what was done to me.
And she was saying that Margaret stays up till 3, 4 in the morning, and Joe's always yelling at her, get off that iPad, get off that iPad. That Margaret purposely and strategically...
How would she know that, though? She there at 3, 4 in the morning?
Maybe Joe complains about it to her.
Maybe.
Laura, tell your friend she's on the computer again.
Maybe.
She didn't tell me your thing. She said she knew stuff. She said she talks about Dolores
I'm sure
too.
that girl was there a lot. I'm sure whatever.
They
That girl's
were
been
friends.
there since 5th grade.
Exactly. They've been friends since they're 12 years old. So she knows everything.
It's about somebody in our friendship group?
It's about somebody that all of us know.
You're scaring me.
She made me and Teresa swear.
You don't want to say it, and Teresa doesn't want to say it. It's about Melissa. What is it?
So Laura was telling me Margaret told her some rumor that somebody that works with both of them. He opened the back seat of a car, and he saw Melissa in the back seat with a guy.
Why are you still friends with Marge when Laura got the cheating information and specifics from her?
So let's move on into the rumor number 2, which is the cheating allegations of Melissa Gorga. So the first rumor was that was that a friend of Margaret, meaning you, has caught Melissa cheating in New York, right? That was the first thing. Then it kind of changed into Margaret being the one who caught them, and then she told you, and then you went and tell that to Teresa and Jennifer. So just clarify for everyone what really happened. Did you saw anything? Did Margaret saw anything? Who saw it, and what really happened?
So what I said was that Margaret told me that Melissa was caught by someone else in a car kissing someone. Margaret was not even there, but that she discussed it with Melissa.
You because it's untrue. This is a woman who
I know, but if it came from Marge.
But are you listening to what I'm saying? This is a woman who wants to be on The Housewives, who auditioned 3 times and didn't make it. So
She
now
did?
there's yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Andy.
Okay.
You know this.
No, I know. I see a lot of tapes, so I'm sure that I saw her.
You've seen hers a couple times.
Okay.
Melissa's drowning in lies, so she has to stick to this script and she has to follow what Margaret tells her to do. If she gets mad at Margaret and pretends, she's pretending that they're still friends. If she gets mad and stops talking to her, then what? Everybody knows, oh, it's true. They're not friends anymore. So they have to keep up the big charade that's going on here.
Right. Yeah, I felt that too. I felt that she can't make it seem like she's mad at Margaret for saying that rumor because it would make her look guilty.
Of course. And I didn't, I didn't come out. I didn't go meet with Teresa and Jennifer. As I've said numerous times, it was nothing about this. This was never even going to be mentioned. There was other things. I was telling Teresa about what she was doing behind Louis' back.
Margaret told you about this cheating rumor. Did Margaret herself believe it? Because she never saw it. Someone saw it and told her. But did she believe it? Like, did she tell you, I kind of could see that happening?
Well, those weren't her exact words, but yes, she believed it because it was in the same conversation that she was talking about Joe being a chauvinist and misogynistic and all these things about him. And that was in the same conversation about the ball player that, she tells Melissa that she could be with a ball player.
You don't seem stressed out about your wedding, are you?
Not yet. Let's wait till next week. And then I have to get all this done.
Did you guys get your dresses? We ordered them. We went to the dress store that Teresa's getting all her bridesmaid dresses from.
They're so nice.
They're beautiful. Are you okay with me and Dolores being bridesmaids? Yes, of course. Did you think about it after the fact? Like maybe it wouldn't have been a big deal if I said yes, or are you still good with your decision?
Oh, no, I definitely would never have said yes.
What made you decide to make Jen and Dolores bridesmaids? Like, what was the...
These two have been really a big supporter of Louis and I.
I hear Louis and Dina's man have an argument over business. These two are no longer friends. All of a sudden, it's like, Dolores, I was meditating. So convenient, that meditation moment.
Let me first say that Dolores and I have been in the same room since our falling out of friendship. We didn't have this huge fight. We both saw each other at Teresa's mother's funeral. We were so nice to each other. As a matter of fact, she was talking about Frankie. Little Frankie was doing something in California. I said, let him stay with me. She met Dave. It was very cordial, very nice. I was happy to pick up where we left off. Yeah, it was fine.
So it was not a big deal.
No. And I saw her one other time, I guess at Lauren's wedding before I left abruptly. But I saw her there. And again, very nice, very cordial. So it's not about me and Dolores needing to be in the same room and what's going to go down. What people don't understand is, yes, her and Dolores have known each other for 20 some odd years, but they weren't friends. Like Teresa and I have been friends. They were acquaintances and they became close once she started filming for the show again. Much like, Teresa and I discussed on my episode. But Teresa and I are like friends and have been friends since we're 20 something years old. Her daughter's godmother. Dave and Louis are very close. And at that time, I assumed she knew that they wanted Dave and I in the engagement party, the wedding party as well.
Okay, right.
So I said to her again, T, I know I said this before, and I'm not going to lie. It wasn't just this. It was, again, my fears were coming up. And I said, listen, there's some people that are very intertwined in the Manzo family. And, Dolores and her family are very much intertwined. And I don't feel comfortable with that. I just don't feel comfortable with that. Teresa, obviously Dave and I were there for the engagement, the actual engagement. We were in Greece with them when it happened. We were a big part of it. We knew before Teresa knew. And then Teresa said, Dee, I'm having this party, engagement party, blah, 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 blah. I said, I 1,000% want you to have everyone that you want there. I'm going to bow out. I really wanted to bow out at that point. And I'm like, Teresa, please, I was at your engagement. I will be at the wedding. And she was like, okay. So then she spoke to Louis and she called me back. She's like, Louis and I just discuss it. And you and Dave are close to both of us. And this is where the piece at the reunion comes in. She was like, we really want people there that know both of us and love both of us. At the wedding, we'll have everyone's individual. Dolores only met Louis a couple of times. They like each other, but they're not close.
Like that means a lot to me. And then I'll be honest with you, I was nervous. I was I didn't want to ask them because I was I didn't want another problem with my brother.
Why would he make a big deal about it? You picked other friends too.
First of all, Melissa, that was not cool that she brought it up at the reunion.
Brought up Teresa's engagement party?
Yes,
Oh,
because
okay.
this is, I again didn't watch, people send me clips where she was like, oh, not invite Dolores, out of blue, like knew it was a tender subject.
Yeah, just
whatever.
like it was already.
It was just not
It
cool.
had already been dealt with.
And there were two
until then.
tables, two long tables, and Teresa did not throw this party. I believe it was Louis' assistant, who's lovely, Jessica. We love her. She's amazing. That coordinated the whole thing.
Okay.
So she was just kind of putting the family together.
Mm-hmm.
Dave and I, again, Louis and Dave, Dave's in the bridal party. So that's, I think, why we were at the main table. And
talking about the seating arrangements and everything.
That Melissa was at the next table. It was only two tables. So like, what are you going to stack everybody on top of each other?
So Melissa was mad about her seating.
Yes. That she
assignment.
wasn't. Yes. So Teresa didn't. From what I understand, Teresa had nothing to do with this party. She showed up. There was rumors that I threw the party. I did not throw the party.
Yeah, I think
and
you
at the
answered
end
it.
of the day, it's her freaking party. She can invite whoever she wants and disinvite whoever she wants. Stop
True.
giving people a hard time about their parties.
I just didn't want to hear like another thing, you know? Hey, like about your mom. And I swear if he would have told me, I would have been like, oh my God, yes, thank you for telling me. No problem.
I know, but when they asked you, you didn't say that. You said, oh, there's a history.
Joe is, I think, still upset because Teresa didn't invite Donna Marco to the wedding.
Melissa, can you please tell your sisters, your mom, your aunt to not tweet about me?
They don't tweet about you.
I've seen it, okay?
Show it to me. Then you show it to me.
And the thing
They
is,
don't tweet about
Melissa,
you ever. They say nothing but positive things.
Melissa, you can either say,
ever.
listen,
They would never.
tell them not to get involved.
You
Teresa,
show it to
you
me
have
and
a
then I'll bring
problem.
it to them.
Okay. Listen to me, you have a problem. Let's solve the problem. Okay. You have a choice to either say, listen, I cannot control what my sisters or my mother do. If they tweet about you.
But they don't.
Like Teresa has known my mom and sisters forever.
Yep. But that's what I'm saying. Why aren't they invited to the wedding? That is bizarre.
I don't know.
That actually hurts my heart because your mother doesn't deserve that.
And he was kind of trying to make me own that, like put the blame on me.
If I didn't put Melissa in my wedding, I'm not close to Melissa. This is the thing, honey. We're not close.
Okay.
Like, you're my sister-in-law, but we're not close.
Understandable. Like, my heart's beating right now because it's kind of like sad for me.
Why would I be close to her family?
Because your father was around his mother-in-law, that they had a relationship. They were very close. And he's probably right about that.
Okay,
You know?
and why didn't my brother invite your family for Antonia's 316?
Like back in the day.
Wait, so that's, you didn't forget her.
Not your mom, it's like back in the day. Like there's,
Me and you back in the day didn't even speak.
Right, but you are through obligation.
I was what?
You are invited, like.
You think because of obligation?
What? I said she has to invite Melissa out of obligation?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I don't remember saying that.
Ooh, ow. I guess it sounds familiar because Melissa's sister said that at the christening that I was only invited because of, what was her exact?
Formality.
Yes, thank you.
Melissa, do you think Jen Aiden genuinely cared about your feelings when she asked you if you were okay with her and Dolores being Teresa's bridesmaids?
I mean, the grin on her face. She was like so excited to say it to me, which good for her. I know she's obsessed with Teresa, so I'm happy that she got to. I mean, facts. No one is going to deny that she's not completely and utterly obsessed with her. So to actually be able to walk in front of her down the aisle to her was huge. Well, we're a family, and you don't really know what you're talking about.
I don't, but she's just told me about things that
you're going to stop talking for her because you're not helping her.
I'm not talking it for her. I'm
Yeah,
just
you
trying
just
to
are.
help
You
her
just did. You
out.
just put your foot in your mouth.
All right, let me talk.
I'm not saying that this is what I'm thinking. I'm trying to explain to you what my friend is trying to say and is having a hard time with, because that's what we do for friends. And then Teresa told me to be quiet.
Okay, I can handle myself.
Okay.
I can handle myself. I'm not perfect. Like, I do make mistakes. I didn't even think, you know? Like, I thought if you invite one person, you have to invite everybody. But your mom, it's like, I invite a lot of the moms here.
Ew. Like JK, but like maybe not. But thank you for watching. But you hating ass bitches always have something to say. Hating ass bitch, but you're still watching my vids. What? You're so upset. But that's like okay, because have a piece of bread, have a Xanax, relax, because I said what I said.